What's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. I am Harrison and you are here for Tutorial Tuesday. I'm not sure how it is where you live, but where I live there is a Studio Ghibli exhibit going on in the theaters. They are releasing all of the movies out each month, and I am super excited. So it's gotten me into the Studio Ghibli mood. Studio Ghibli is by far one of my favorite animation studios. I love all of the movies. Now, sticking to that Studio Ghibli theme, today we are drawing one of my ultimate all-time favorite characters in all of Studio Ghibli. No question about it. The biggest, cuddliest, most friendliest, giant Totoro. Holy crap, I love Totoro so much. I don't know what it is about Totoro, but ever since I saw the movie back in middle school, like almost 20 years ago, I fell in love with Totoro. I absolutely love Totoro. And today we are going to be drawing him. So grab your pencils, sketchbooks, papers, and pens, and let's dive on into this one. So in the center of your page, go ahead and start with a nice giant round ovally circle shape. From there, we're going to split this into two, and we just need to focus on that top third. What we're going to do now is just drop in two circles all the way across the page from each other. So if you want to add guidelines, you can do two more circles in the side. They are going to be 4 circles apart. These are going to be Totoro's eyes. From there, just below the eye line and probably right at the base at the line that we drew, we are going to draw in his mouth. So cut across the top. It should be just past the eyeballs, and then it'll swoop down. Totoro's mouth. Perfect. Love it. We can drop in the shape of his belly, which is going to be kind of more squared at the top, and then you'll follow the shape of the body. Next, what we can do is indicate where his ears are going to go. So if we look just off center of the eyeball, we can draw like a cone shape. And the same thing here, we kind of want them on the same level. So another cone shape. And in our drawing, Totoro is waving to us, so we can go ahead and give him his nice big giant arms. So about in between, right in this section here, we're going to draw a little hump. That is his arm. And then same place, just on the other side, it's going to be down. I'm going to draw the opposite shape. That is his arm. And then his feet are just little ovals. I know he looks like a weird giant alien right now, but we will get him to where he needs to be. Do not worry. But as of now, this is all you need for Totoro. From here, we can start playing with shapes and defining some sections and really making him who he is known to be. So why don't we focus on solidifying his body shape? So he is, if you think of him more as a rectangle, I know we drew an oval, but as we get closer to the base, he is going to get a little wider. So following this oval, you're just going to go a little bit wider and then kind of bring that into the bottom. Don't make him a square. Do not give him any sharp angles. Make sure that he is rounded no matter what. And then we can define this. This is also going to follow that same shape. It should be all the way to the bottom. And then for the arm, it's good. And we just need to add, he's got 4 fingers, so add a thumb. 1, 2, 3. And then on this side too, we'll 1, 2, 3, 4. Solidify that. And then with his feet, he does have like 3 little toes. Perfect. We can come back to the eyeballs. Sorry, I know I'm jumping around a lot here. And solidify the shapes of these eyes. And inside, just to shade those in. And then right in between these two, at the bottom of these circles that we made here for guidelines, is going to be his nose. So it's going to be an upside down triangle. Shade that in. Boom, there we go. And his mouth is actually a little small. Just want to make sure that's big enough. And then we're going to divide his teeth. He's got 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. And for the ears, I know we drew these cone shapes, but we're going to exaggerate them a little bit. So off on either side, they're going to come out a little bit and then bow in. And then you're just going to add some little dashes for the fur. And then what we can do next is he has these little shapes. He's got 3 on top. That's a little, I made this one too big. One, 2, 3. Does he have more? I can't recall if he has more or not. I feel like he does. Does he have more? Why am I second guessing? I need to look it up. Needed to look it up. And this is why it's always great to have reference readily available no matter what. So he actually has 4 of them underneath the 3 top ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we cannot forget his little whiskers. 1, 2. 1, 2. And here we go. Here is Totoro. Now what we can do is take our eraser and lightly erase everything we just did so that we can find the lines that we want to keep. Now the reason I do this is because we add so many sketchy lines, we define some of our lines, but you can see now, although it's very light, everything that we want to remain is there. Everything that was sketchy and was our planning is gone. So now we have a perfect piece to ink on top of. So using a 0.8 micron, we're gonna go in starting top to bottom, left to right. So starting with the ear, I'm gonna go down, get some of that fur. Now with the head shape, I don't want to go all the way through that ear. I want to leave some space. Don't forget these whiskers. Same thing with the arm. I want to leave a gap so that we can show that he does have an arm connecting to his body. And following that curve all the way down. And ink fingernails first. And there we have it. Here is our inks. You can see that I added some little jagged lines to indicate some fur shapes. And one thing I did mess up on was I meant to leave a gap in this arm here. But one thing I will do is once this dries and we get through the erasing, I'm going to go back in with the Presto and add some glints for the eyes. And then I'll clean that up as well. This pupil is a little small. But let's let this sit and soak into the page, and we'll come back and erase in a few minutes. All right, so we have let this dry for a little bit now. We can go through with our trusty kneaded eraser. Hopefully we don't need to get the plastic eraser out. Boom, perfect. All right, so using the Presto whiteout corrector, we go in and add some glint to the eye, and then I'm going to get a little bit of separation here. I just want to add like a little taper to that so it looks like it was on purpose. And that's it. There is Totoro, another super easy, fast drawing that you can accomplish in a single day. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I really did. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And then once you do, hit that bell notification so you know when I upload the next Tutorial Tuesday. If for some reason you did not enjoy today's lesson, please let me know down in the comments why that is so I can better help you learn the characters that you want to know how to draw. And on that note, if there is a character that you have yet to see in the playlist, please let me know who that is in the comments below and I will gladly add them to the list. I want you to know how to draw the characters that you want to know how to draw. If you've been following along with Tutorial Tuesday for the last 7 months, I would love to see the progress that you're making. Please tag me in all social media and I would be happy to check out your work. You can also follow me there to see what I am doing day to day, as well as some of the other tips and tricks that I am posting occasionally as well. Thank you so much for joining me on another awesome Tutorial Tuesday. Remember to keep practicing, keep drawing, never give up, and I will see you right here next week with another awesome tutorial. Bye guys!